Well, hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Well, I've just had a late lunch at Skyview, very nice. I seem to order too much of the club sandwich and some tzatziki, but the club sandwich could have fed 3 on its own. But anyway, so I've had a good lunch, that's going to have to tide me over now. Today's travel day, travel home day. My flight's at about 20 to 11 this evening, so I've got a taxi booked here for 6:30 to get me to the airport. It's only a few minutes away, but I like to be there double early. And hopefully have a pleasant flight home. The flight here was absolutely amazing, and of course I got to visit the cockpit and sit in the captain's seat, so lucky me. That won't be happening on the way home. So I've got a taxi booked, so basically if you want to join me on the journey home from Corfu International Airport to Gatwick International Airport, come with me on the journey. So I'll see you guys at the airport. See you then, bye bye. Oh, remember, if you enjoy watching my videos, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell for when I upload new videos. This pushes the video out to other people who might be interested in visiting Corfu, an amazing island, maybe Canoni, and also helps my channel grow. Many thanks everybody, see you at the airport, bye bye. And just like that, here we are at Corfu International Airport departures. So let's go in, take a look at the board, and if my flight's showing it, I'm about 3.5 hours early. A bit earlier than I expected, but rather be early than a minute late. So let's go in and check the board. Well, there's security, a bit early for that at the moment. Well, there's my flight on the bottom, 2240 ZY214 EasyJet. Don't need to check in, I've already checked in online, got my boarding pass, so we've got a bit of time to kill. In this airport you can actually see from departures and security control, the gates at that end, to arrivals down that end. It's only a small airport, but let's see if we can get a drink. We can get coffee and pastries here. They've got cold drinks here. I mean, look at this, nearly €5 for a small bottle of Coke. I mean, good grief, even Dick Turpin wore a mask when he brought it. But there you are. There's the check-in desks there. I've got nothing to check in. Just got my backpack. So let's go and have a wander up. Party of people here checking in with Jet 2. Another little eatery here. Bear in mind we haven't gone through to the departure lounge yet. This is just the entrance to the airport. We've got here Hudson, chocolates, toys, electronics, more drinks there, some travel bags. Up this end in arrivals is all your car hire and transfers. In fact, Lord Travel, I can recommend them. That's who I used in April to get up to the north of the island. They supplied quite a nice little car. I think there was 2 of us in that. And then up there basically is just arrivals. I remember it clearly from being here in April for my birthday. I really enjoyed that trip up in the north, Sidari. It was lovely. I can highly recommend it. And just in here is the arrivals hall, baggage reclaim. So we need to go back down here. I have to say, for a small airport, it's spacious inside here. It's certainly not crowded at the moment. Might get a bit busier later, I don't know. It's spacious, it's clean, it's very new, modern, fresh, and you've got everything here. And there's not a great deal when you go through airside, but again, drinks and snacks, that sort of thing. But I might not bother getting a snack and drink. I might get EasyJet's meal do, a toasty. I do like a toasty. Maybe some Cadbury's nibbly fingers. It just makes my flight. So yeah, I'm going to wander outside. There's a kiosk outside. I'll look at the price of their drinks. If they're less than €5, I'm happy as Larry. Let's take a look. Well, how about that? I'm just chatting to a lovely lady who's running one of the shops back there, and she was telling me she would love to go to London. And she's seen videos and on the telly, etc, etc. And I suggested, why don't you take a look at my channel? She was amazed. I've got a YouTube channel. She wanted a card. Angela, if you're watching, hi, it was lovely talking to you. So let's have a wander outside. Let's see if we can get a chat. And Angela, enjoy the videos. Look at plenty of London for you there. All right, bye-bye. Well, I found a nice spot just opposite departures. So a large ice cold bottle of water, and so I'll just relax here for a while and watch everybody arriving and getting ready to depart. busy little airport. Well, that's security cleared. Took about 5 minutes, if that. I mean, it's quite busy here tonight at Corfu Airport, but it's not rammed. It's just quite busy. So here I am in duty free. We'll have a little wander around, see what we can see. I've got plenty of time because I allow plenty of time in case there's additional searches or checks or whatever. So I've had a quick look at the board outside. Everything looks okay. So they won't show gate for a while, but well, let's have a little wander. Let's take a look. So you've got all your Greek products here, liquor and tobacco. Plenty of cigarettes over there. We'll have a little look. I'll give you some prices and the spirits and things. It's very nice here. Perfumes and cosmetics. Just having a little wander around. Yeah, I mean, it's only a small duty free, but it's nice and modern and fresh, clean, and very airy, so the AC is blowing down a bit of a breeze, which is really nice. It's not stuffy at all, it's nice and cool in here. Here's all your perfumes. Givenchy, Dior, Chanel. I've no idea about these prices. Well, it's ladies' perfume anyway. So just wandering through. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice nice little departure lounge, and with the wavy curvy floor. I did research that once. There's a lot of psychology goes into departure lounges. They think that people tend to look to their left more. It's all very clever, all about selling. So here are the gates here, so you can see, you know, the lounge, the gates. There's passport control, so we've got to go through and get our passport stamped, but we don't know which gate we're at yet. Not that many gates here. What have we got? Passport control that way, and the gates that way as well, 1 to 9, and gates 10 over here in 11 and 12. So that's about it, really. Lou's down here. Got a French bakery. I seem to remember this from last time. Is there a sign around there? Yeah. French bakery, Paris, Athens. This looks nice. I'm going to be airport prices, of course. But that looks really nice. Look at that. I'll probably grab a toasty meal deal. EasyJet do a nice toasty meal deal. I might have those, I'll get some Pringles with it and a Diet Coke. Oh, nice looking pizza there. Look at that. That looks nice. €7.70. Doesn't seem too bad actually. Maybe it's just a slice. No. Pepperoni pizza, $7.70. That is pretty good. Got a Burger King here.
Attention please, passenger. Zoe, seats left.
Let's have a quick look at the board. 2240. There it is, 2240. EZY 8214 London Gatwick. It's showing the gate already. Gate 1 it looks like. Hopefully I'm not going to get a delay. 2240 EZY 8214 London Gatwick. Looks like gate 1. Okay. So that's quite early. Got nearly 2 hours till we take off. Okay. So they're showing a few new times, which obviously means it's slightly late. So very Greek.
2:14.
Nice. Oh, look. The old kebab cooking on the spit over there. A few cold beers. Some feta cheese, salads. Not taramasalata, tzatziki. I've had plenty of that on this trip. Very nice. It looks like I'm gate 1, which is down that way, and then we need to get our passport stamped. So, okay. Well, they certainly show the gates very early. It looks as though they've even got tomorrow morning's gates displayed. I guess it's a smaller airport. I guess they know the incoming flights, where they're going to park up. So, so these are the higher gates up here. Quite busy, lots of people waiting at the gates. So I'm going to wander back down towards my gate. I don't want to go through just yet. Well, I guess I better get my passport ready. My lovely passport wallet from my daughter Sophs. Thanks, Sophs. So, right, let's get organised. Let's have a quick look at some of these spirits and liqueurs. Bailey's there, €23 and 4 cents. Doesn't seem unreasonable. Bailey's Tiramisu, Limoncino, €19. Disaronno, 20. Moet Chandon, 45. Doesn't seem unreasonable. And some wines here, obviously decent wines because they're not cheap. €25 there for a bottle of wine. Syrah, €27. Okay. Look like some liqueurs here. I'm no expert. They look nice, but like I say, I'm no expert. Let's have a look at the tobacco. What have we got here? JPS, John Player's JPS for 2468, 10 packs, €40. That's probably quite cheap actually, because ready-made cigarettes are quite expensive, but there's quite a lot here. Let's have a look over here, the rolling tobacco. Super Kings, no that's not rolling tobacco, €47. Gold Virginia, no price here. Who knows? Let's have a look around here. Let's have a little look. So, wow, that's a big box of tobacco there. I don't know how many's in there. €168. Smaller boxes there, €61. So there we go. So, EZY8214, 2240 London Gatwick, go to gate. Okay, gate 01. Okay, let's take a look. Well, I'm just walking through the passport control here. Oh, let's turn you around. Just walking through passport control and, well, there's no queues. I've had one or two horror stories with this getting your passport stamp. You do need to allow plenty of time just in case. So let's wander through and get my passport stamped. Well, that's my passport stamp. That was nice. Well, there was no queue at all. I've never experienced that before. It's always a bit of a queue and a bit of a faff getting your passport stamped. But there you are. It's stamped. I'm pleased about that. So far, so good. The journey's going well. Gate 1 is what I'm looking for. So I wander up to gate 1. More sort of duty-free here as well. I like that. So gate 1 is up here. More shops, more duty-free. So gate 1 is over there. I might just quickly check that that is showing my flight. Or even, I might get a drink here actually, maybe a coffee. Well, they've certainly got us to the gate nice and early, gate 1. It's over an hour at least before we start boarding, so there's nothing in there, so might see if I can get something quickly to eat. Well, I've gone for a feta cheese pie. I didn't think I could make it last as long as the toasty, so I might have this first. I'll show you. It doesn't look too bad actually, and they warmed it up for me, so let's give it a go. Let's see what it's like. Just needed something to keep me going. Oh. Yeah, that's okay. It'll keep me going to the flight anyway. Well, after a bit of a wait at the gate, we're finally boarding. So it looks as though we're going to be probably 20 minutes late getting into the air. So maybe taking off at 11 instead of 20 to 11 and landing about midnight. So obviously got a bit of a tailwind, so it should all work out okay. Right, let's get boarded. It looks like a bus to the aircraft, so we're moving. The bus is going to be sardine time. No, I think they've stopped taking any more. But at least they're controlling how many people are involved. Otherwise, it really is like sardines. There's a few aircraft here. That could House up there, an EasyJet. Quite a few aircraft on the stands at the moment. Here we go. I always like to stand at the front in these airport buses. The line here, over here. Well, here's our ride down into London Gatwick Airport. So let's get on board. 20C, I think I am this evening. Very warm evening out here. It's probably about 27. Very warm evening out here. Very nice. Not so warm in London, I don't think. Certainly won't be 27. Let's not forget the luggage hat. Evening, London Gatwick.
Yeah, no,
Fantastic, I'm on the right plane.
yeah, you are.
So we're looking for 20C.
Taking all the time before you go back. Last bit, yeah. Yeah.
20C. Here we are, let's get seats. Well, I've got my seat, 20C. I'm getting a bit peckish again. What's wrong with me? I'm looking forward to my toasty. I hope they've got a toasty. So I think we're boarding complete now. So hopefully we will be doing the taxi. I think we do the taxi up to the top where they turn, and that's the point where I was in the Skyview restaurant looking down at the aircraft turning up. I think that's what we're going to do. Don't think we're going to take off from here. I think we'll taxi up to the point where I was watching. So that'll be interesting. So people will be watching us taking off.
How do you feel?
Well, that's pretty good. The captain's just made his announcements. Flight time of 2 hours 45, which is pretty good actually. So we've lost a bit of time, but we should be able to make that time up. It's quite busy at Corfu Airport this evening, and we're just waiting for pushback. So we'll be on our way and taxiing up the top, to which is where the aircraft turn, which we saw all of that. So there'll probably be people looking at us. So just waiting for pushback now. Well, that's great. We've had our pushback and just taxiing now. I'm just coming to the end of the taxi now, ready to make the turn. It seems strange to think there's water either side of us, but anyway, we'll make the turn. Line up and off we go. Full takeoff thrust. And here we go. And just like that, we're at London Gatwick arrivals. All in all, a good flight. A little bit bumpy once or twice, but nothing serious. Yeah, a pleasant flight. I hope you've enjoyed watching the Corfu series as much as I have making the Corfu series. It's been a real pleasure. Lots to see, lots to do. I must admit, the second day, the Monday, I was absolutely exhausted, but I think I still managed to post one video. So what have we got coming up anyway? Let me see, next weekend I think will be Poole Harbour. I wanted to do Poole Harbour when I was in Bournemouth, just simply didn't get time. So we're going to have a good look around Poole Harbour, Brownsea Island and Sandbanks, of course. We need to try and see Sandbanks, but certainly Poole Harbour. And then after that, I think it's possibly going to be Andalusia. Possibly Andalusia. If you've got any other ideas, if you'd rather not see me go to Andalusia, tell me, but I'd like to get back to Andalusia, somewhere in Andalusia. It's one of my favourite regions. Okay, so I've got a train to catch. Thanks again for watching my videos, everybody. If you enjoy watching my videos, please remember to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, as it helps push my video forward for everybody else to see. I'm exhausted. Okay guys, good night. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.